Hello, friends. Welcome to SoupMobile Church. My name is David Timothy, but on the streets of Dallas, they call me the SoupMan. I'm the pastor at SoupMobile Church. Today's 5-minute mini sermon is titled The Mustard Seed. 2020 will go down as one of the most difficult years in the history of the United States of America. I'm talking about the COVID-19 pandemic, the worst pandemic in more than 100 years. There is no sugarcoating the devastation it's caused. There have been more than 50 million cases worldwide with more than 1 million deaths. In the United States, there have been more than 10 million cases and 250,000 deaths. In our home state of Texas, there have been more than 1 million confirmed cases. It's not an exaggeration to say that COVID-19 may be the most difficult crisis we will ever face in our lifetime. Recently, one of my parishioners came to me and said that she felt like she had COVID-19 fatigue. I told her this was perfectly understandable. However, she went on to say that she also felt like she had faith fatigue. I asked her to explain. She said that when the pandemic began, her faith was strong and she believed with all her heart that everything would be okay. However, as the pandemic lingered on, she felt like her faith walk was weakening. It was getting harder and harder for her to trust and have faith that God would get her and her family through this ordeal. How about you? Are you having COVID-19 fatigue? Are you having your own version of faith fatigue? If you are, let me tell you what I told my parishioner. First, I told her, welcome to the human race. I went on to say that it's okay if your faith isn't 100%. It's okay if you don't have Billy Graham type faith, and it's okay to doubt. It's important that we all understand that doubt is not an abandonment of our faith. Doubt is actually part of our faith walk. So if you are having doubts, I say again, welcome to the human race. And just how does God feel about doubters? Well, in the book of Jude it says, be merciful to those who doubt. So if this COVID-19 pandemic is giving you faith fatigue, just know that God still loves you just the same. Now, you may be saying, well, thanks for the encouragement, Pastor, but you still haven't addressed the fact that my faith is weak. Well, here's what I've got to say about that. Nice going. You're doing great. Keep up the good work. You ask, how can I possibly congratulate you for your weak faith? Well, guess what? God knew that 99% of us would not have Billy Graham type faith. He knew we would sometimes struggle in our own faith walk. And God, in His infinite grace and mercy, gave us an out. He said, not only is it okay to have weak faith, it's also good enough. Let's check out what Jesus Himself said about this faith thing. In the book of Matthew, Jesus said that if you have faith as small as a grain of mustard seed, you can move mountains. Now let's put that into context. The mustard seed is one of the smallest seeds on the planet. And in my hand, I'm holding a pack of mustard seeds. In this little pack, there are more than 5,000 mustard seeds. That's how tiny they are. Jesus was telling us two things here. One, it's absolutely okay to have faith fatigue. And two, as long as you have even the smallest amount of faith, even as small as a mustard seed, you will get through this COVID-19 pandemic. I know it looks like this pandemic will never end. I know many of you are hurting. I know some of you are having COVID-19 fatigue. I also know that many of you are having faith fatigue. It's all okay. Just remember that even if your faith is small as a mustard seed, God will honor that faith and move your COVID-19 mountain. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in to today's 5-minute mini sermon. See you next week, same time, same place. For more details about the SoupMobile and this year's Christmas plans, go to our website, soupmobile.org. That's O-R-G. Thank you, and God bless you all.